This should be really interesting. I've never seen these guys play. They're both exceptional 1v1 players. And pretty clashing playstyles as well. Because we've got Maestro, who likes to play a very bounce dribbly, like no mistakes offense. He'll just like try and force a misplay or wait for the misplay to come from his opponent. That pixel is like annoying me. There's one pixel in the wrong place, dude. Oh my goodness, that pixel. This pixel is going to be the end of me. I'm done. The pixel's defeated me. I'm sorry about the pixel. It's like going to ruin my life, but there you go. But yeah, Deevo is far more willing to take risks in offense than Maestro is. Maestro prefers to just, at worst, be in a 50-50 situation. At worst. But Deevo is, you know, as we've seen before, willing to go to the backboard. He's willing to, you know, try to mind game people a lot more. So how are these styles going to match up against each other? Deevo trying to get bounce dribble going. Look at the power slide control. Fakes are pretty standard for Deevo as well. Loves to control the boost, be the faster of the two players. He's just dipping the boost in pretty much every single motion that he does to try and get Maestro to move. And there we go, Deevo with the first goal. Casual flick over Maestro, making it look easy. A little reverse aerial for the challenge. Looks like Maestro has been pretty boost starved in that situation. And by the way, Tommy Thikel, thanks for the sub. As I struggle with your name, but welcome, dude. Much appreciated. Jack's this pure pentagram. Yo!
Cheer 5001 Jack is poor.
So for people who are on YouTube wondering what on earth that means, there was like a top cheerer of the channel at 5,000, and now it's pentagram by 5001. So Jack has just got destroyed. Deevo's just going to try and air dribble this into a boost steal. Something that Deevo does very well is that when his attack doesn't work, when anything that he does fails, he is very good at just taking the ball round the, or across the opposition goal, taking their boost, and then either dribbling into his own half, or just turning to face the ball extremely quickly and getting back into the action. Of course there, he decided not to go for the ball because he knew, despite the fact that he turned pretty quick, Maestro was much closer to the ball. Maestro, I believe, is one of the few players who has actually beaten Scrubkilla on my stream in a series. He actually 3-0'd Scrubkilla. It was a long time ago, but Maestro not to be ignored. He is a very good ones player. I wish I could cast him more often, but he's very busy all the time. So it's great that we get to cast him here today against his current teammate Deevo. Both these guys do play for Northern Gaming. They're going to be playing for in RLCS Season 3 for the Northern Gaming guys. Maestro, of course, has been on that roster for every season. Alongside Remco. First with Greasy, then with Mystic, and now with Deevo. And Maestro just going to get a long shot right over the top of the aforementioned. Deevo might have been able to recover a little bit faster if... he might have been able to get back a little bit faster if he didn't use that boost in the air. What I noticed there is that he used a little bit of boost to, like, you know, land marginally further towards his own net. Whereas perhaps if Deevo had saved that boost until he landed, he could have used that to propel him into his first dodge a little bit faster. I'm not 100% sure on the physics of that, but in my experience, just looking at people using boost as they recover to try and like go from no momentum into something, it really doesn't change their momentum at all. And we saw it from Deevo right there. It really didn't get him moving hardly in the slightest. But as you'll all know, if you just throw in a little bit of boost before a flip, it can propel the flip at quite a good rate. Deevo just going to keep that ball behind Maestro. Wants to make sure not to get counter-attacked on after he realized perhaps his hit wasn't going to be as good as it could have been. Very interesting to see these playstyles matching up against the other. Deevo with a really tricky position here. He needed to catch that on the wall and he was unable to do so. Good play by Maestro. Just throwing a question up to Deevo's net. Deevo unable to answer. You can see what he was trying to do. He just got a little bit ahead of himself. Tried to slow down and catch the ball on the wall, then control it off to the side. But Maestro is actually going to go to a 3-goal lead all of a sudden. Only 2 minutes remaining as well. This game has really disappeared pretty quickly. Yeah, Deevo taking an extremely wide line, and he missed the boost as well. Would have been much better there for Deevo to just go straight back to his net, try and pick up some small pads on the way. Because it looks like his inefficient route wasn't going to get him back with or without the big boost pad. And now with Maestro's defense, It's going to be extremely difficult for Deevo to make a comeback. Maestro has been a top ones player for a long time. Like even back pre-season 1, or in season 1 rather, he was a top 10 ones player. Season 2 was, I believe, the season that he managed to take down Scrub on my stream. And season 3, he's, you know, invited to the 12 Titans tournament. Gets a close game of Scrub. So definitely a player to look out for is Maestro. Probably, in my opinion, the best Danish Rocket League player. We're going up against the best English Rocket League player here. Deevo, he does that actually more consistently than you might expect. Just gets the ball to the near post, pops it, and then just follows it with the aerial for the rebound. We're used to seeing Deevo going for these high rebounds above the backboard, but going for them... What? I'm really confused. I have no idea what just happened here. Oh, Deevo's controller. Looks like these guys are in comms because Maestro did stop here. Oh, Deevo's controller just died briefly, and then he just let the ball roll in anyway. So a bit of an unfortunate situation there for Deevo. His controller just died halfway through his flip. It looked like Maestro was going to be in a really advantageous position anyway. The good play by Maestro just sending Deevo the little sound cue that he jumped. He just jumped and then immediately just flew back down. He never intended to follow that aerial, but he managed to get Deevo to commit to the aerial just with that sound cue. As a lot of these players do play off of that reaction. They'll just hear the noise of their opponent jumping and immediately take to the sky to try and beat them. The accidental pop by Maestro, oh my goodness. He did not mean to do that, he just missed his flick, but the follow through nearly scored. Good recovery by Deevo, but again, he's not able to get the ball past Maestro, and this is turning into a big struggle, and the counterattacks are just too good. Maestro piling on the pressure. Of course, Deevo going a bit more all in there because he is down by 3 goals with just under 40 seconds remaining. But that was not a good attempt on goal by Deevo. Definitely rushed himself a little bit, and I expected Maestro to go backboard. Oh, Deevo does get a touch on it. I expected Maestro to go backboard and then follow it with the aerial there. Just tried to do the Deevo against Deevo, but he decided to play it a little bit more safe. This is what we expect from Maestro in a close 1v1 game. Just keeping the ball under his control, staying in control of the boost as well, and just never overcommitting. Like this entire situation, he's never putting himself in a position where he can get outplayed. He's always there, always relevant. And he's going to take this game comfortably. Nearly a team play there.
Won over $1,200 on your stream, but can't afford a new controller.
Oh no.
Bad man.
Feels bad, man. I mean, it's probably the connecting cable is what it is, because pretty much all Rocket League pros have the exact same problem with their cables. Wait, what on earth? What have I done here? Oh, I was getting so confused there. I was trying to update the score and it just wasn't working. But now we got it. There we go. Can I fix it? I think the pixel fixed itself. Yeah, it did. Okay, that's good. Well, we'll put it here. That should be fine. I think the pixel fixed itself. Yeah, it looks like it did. That's good news. Because I hate when the pixel's in the wrong place. Like, just one pixel too small. It really does frustrate me. Deevo down a game. Is he going to keep his composure? Maestro leaving on ball cam because he wanted to see what Deevo was up to. Hook shot. Pretty tame. But of course, Maestro not overcommitting there. He's just throwing a shot at Deevo's net so that Deevo has to make a save. Oh, Deevo with the bump though! Maestro really should have seen this coming. You really should have seen this coming as Deevo was in his blind spot. And of course, with a player like Deevo, you've got to expect him to land on his wheels and get back into the play pretty quickly. It's 1 pixel too small, is it? I'm not even going to look because I don't want to know. Air roll shot. Gets the power. Just a little side of air roll here. Not a lot for the face-off goal. Now, what face-off are these guys going to do? We got diagonal flip and diagonal flip. So both these guys using diagonal flips. I've been having more success with my front flip in that face-off. I'm very curious to see what other pros pull out in that position.
Anyways, keep up the nice work. You're my favorite caster on nasal steroids.
Yeah, I know, my nose is just... My nose is something else. Does anyone else ever get a really bad cold? Well, actually, I'll preface this with I have some allergies. I'm allergic to dust mites, so I wake up every morning and I always have symptoms of a cold till about 11 o'clock, assuming I've woken up at a good time. And Deevo's beaned it. Beanvo. But if I have got a cold as well as that... Oh, Maestro's going to make Deevo watch this. Notice that Maestro didn't skip that replay till after Deevo had beaned it. Just Maestro, really smart play, making Deevo watch the bean. The self-bean. But yeah, anyway, back to story time. Do you guys ever, like, get allergies combined with a cold? And then your nose is running and you're just wondering to yourself, why does my body think that producing this much mucus is a good idea? Because I do. And I know it might sound a little bit disgusting, but I've always wondered that. I'm like, does my body really think that I need this? It's like, why does it make all this? Like, what is the point? And I don't really want to know the real answer to that question. It's more of a, like, kind of tame rant. Huge misplay by Deevo, though. Beanvo's definitely back. He's going off the ceiling, and in a situation where it would have been much more advisable to stay on all four wheels. And he's given away his lead. Mucus is dead cells. It's from killing the virus. Okay, I take it back. Genius. Well played, buddy. Good job getting rid of the dead cells from the virus slaughter. I love you. Immune system, you're the best. It is still pretty, like, ridiculous. I'm like, where does this all come from? How can there be so much snot everywhere? All over the floor, all over the walls, all over the mirrors, all over the windows. That's the mental image I want you guys to be thinking about. Surprised at the speed Deevo was able to get in the doink. Oh, and he's mind game Maestro, a beauty. He just pulls the trigger and then holds it back.
I would walk 500 mois and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 mois to fall down at your door.
Hey, Corporel, thanks for the donation. Also, big money gas pedal. Gas pedal. Why do I always say gas pedal? Although, big money gas pedal. Is gas pedal one word or two words? I would expect it to be two words. But every time I read your name, it's gas pedal, not gas pedal. But I appreciate the donation as well. Just don't have allergies? Oh yeah, let me just go fix my allergies real quick. That seems like a good idea. Why didn't I think of that one? We've had a couple of kickoff goals this game, so we're even in that regard. Oh, Maestro goes for the turn and challenge. Does not work though. And Deevo trying to turtle it in. He's missed it. Beanvo. Extreme. What is he doing? Deevo tried to style it, but Maestro's going to score it anyway because he feels like this should have been a goal, and Deevo has beaned it in a situation where he really shouldn't be beating it. So Maestro, honorable play. Just going to score the goal for his teammate. What a great teammate. After Deevo missed the turtle goal.
Johnny, was the green screen white until you sneezed on it?
Yeah, it was. Oh, Deevo actually just going to leave the ball here. I wonder if he was in fact closer. Interesting. And Maestro ripping the shot. Deevo with a save. A good one at that, because this is not a position that Maestro can quickly recycle into a second shot. It's always an important thing about 1v1 goalkeeping is that you put the ball into a position where it can't be struck again while you're recovering. Oh, and also remember not to leave open net shots for your opponent, especially if your opponent is Maestro. Deevo LFT. Yeah, poor Deevo. But Maestro, the good teammate as always. Just finishing the shot that Deevo could not. It's very honorable of Maestro as well, because he could have just been like, well, you showboated and you beaned it, so now I'm just gonna score because it's your own fault. But Maestro wants to beat Deevo legit. He doesn't want anybody to say, ah, yeah, but Deevo would have beaten you if only he didn't go for the turtle goal. Maestro wants to beat him straight up. Has he actually got the speed here? Yes, he has! Maestro at the last second gets the acceleration. And Deevo punished for the boost grab. He could have definitely taken that boost and made it back into the play in time. If you'll notice the line that Deevo took through that boost, he kind of went straight through the middle of it. Would have been better to just clip it on the side, because of course you don't need to drive right through the middle of the boost to pick it up. You can just drive over the edge. He didn't want to risk missing it though, which is why we saw him taking the wider line, which he got punished for. And Mr. Magu's baby, thanks for the sub. I'm probably saying your name wrong, but welcome to the stream, dude. Much appreciated. Every morning the same. It's like you've got a cold. Yeah, I've got a dust mite allergy and it's awful. Like every morning till about, 2 or 3 hours after you've woken up, it just feels like you've got a cold. But you kind of get used to it. Like it's just part of my routine now. It's just like sneezing. Every morning I sneeze. What are you guys spamming? Oh, you're spamming the Somalian pirate who sold his wife for internet connection. Yeah, I remember that one. That's a good one. Very, very nice meme. Look at that hook shot by Maestro. Inside of the post. Oh, he's beamed it though, Maestro. Trying a little bit too hard. This is so not what we're used to seeing from him. Usually in this sort of position, Maestro will just play it cool. He'll slow play it. Make sure to never overextend and give his opposition a free goal. But he's done the opposite right here. He's just overextended. And failed to keep up the consistent pressure. I've always loved Maestro's mix-up on offense though. He does like to bounce dribble, throw, just take hook shots. He keeps Deevo guessing here. Oh, a cheeky boost grab by Maestro. And Deevo is actually going to try and take the ball across the net and steal the boost. So Maestro is one step ahead there. Deevo does, of course, like to play extremely fast in offense. Keep the ball moving as quickly as possible, just to keep the opposition guessing. But he's just going to give possession away for free again. Maestro has had a lot of opportunities here, which he has not taken. He might get one more, and he doesn't need one more. Opting for the aerial to the top corner. Deevo with the save. It was a good shot by Maestro. Deevo's very low in boost, but he does get the big pad. That is going to be a lifesaver. Maestro delayed dodge, but that is not good enough. The ball will probably go down. Oh, Maestro keeps it up expertly. Deevo trying to get it down, and he will. He might even get a goal. It's going to hit the ground. Deevo ties the series 1-1. A pretty messy game too. Very messy game too. In fact, we saw Deevo with the open net turtle goal miss. Maestro with the absolute miss on the rebound while Deevo was recovering. 2-goal miss on the rebound. How many mois does it take to get Jazer off the wall? Nobody knows. And I like that you spelled nose, N-O-S-E as well. That's exactly what I like to see. They're too tired from G-Fin. Nah, these guys can bean it while perfectly functioning and fully awake. I've seen these guys bean it at all hours of the day. No, people ask me, are the pros right now in Rocket League close to the skill ceiling? And I really don't think they are, because like every game has so many misplays. Eventually there's going to become a player who's going to come around and just be so good, just like almost perfection. It's going to happen. It's probably going to be a Korean when Koreans finally start playing Rocket League, because the work ethic is just so much better for the Koreans than it is for the European and the American players, at least in other esports. Most other esports the Koreans are good at least. Good play by Deevo. Just takes it past Maestro with the air roll.
Dust my proof mattress cover / protector. I manage a mattress store in the US. They are awesome. Also coach me for $50, Dad.
Coach you for $50. I don't really enjoy coaching right now. I've been focusing on other things, because coaching kind of like drains me of energy that I want to save so that I can, you know, be as good a streamer as possible. And also I've been trying to like network and set up other stuff as well, like casting predominantly, but also, you know, doing some producing for other content. So yeah, coaching, I don't know, I just don't enjoy it that much. It's too repetitive. It's the same thing every time. Everybody sucks. Nobody's good at Rocket League, basically. It's the short version. Nobody's good, but Maestro is good enough to finish that open net shot. Well played. And also, I did just notice I did miss a sub. Der Verti Musketeer. Thank you for telling me that I missed a sub. And Zmox was right before that. I can't remember if I got that one or not as well. But welcome, guys. Appreciate the subs. If I was distracted, my bad. I usually try to remember when I miss a shout out. But I'm human. Some mistakes happen. But you guys are much appreciated. Welcome. And this is turning out to be just about as close as a matchup as I expected it to be. I did expect this to be a very close one, as despite the fact that I've never seen these guys play before, I've seen them play similar opponents. And look at the boost steal by Maestro. It's going to actually force Deevo to go to the halfway line. Now both players on the wrong side of the ball, but these guys pretty comfortable with their power sliding, so they get around it with ease. Like small things like that, just turning in the right place, like we just saw from Maestro. It looks really easy, but it's things like that that really separate the pros from people who can score open net rebounds like Maestro. Just kidding. Hey, Mr. Acer Files, welcome to the stream, dude. Don't know why the voice hasn't started reading yet, but I'm sure it will. The ominous voice.
Just got back from the pub for a lovely stream from Johnny Boy. Not much, but I get to donate more than once. Yay. I'm going to be that player that annihilates everyone. Definitely not near the skill ceiling. Too many new mechanics being discovered. Mwah mwah.
Yeah, it's not even just the new mechanics in my opinion. I just feel like the things that are in the game, people have not even come close to mastering them. Like rebounds, like we're seeing players like Deevo is one of the players, but before that, like Maestro and the We Dem Girls team, they were really revolutionizing backboard play. And then Deevo comes along, and players like Lichinio as well, and Squishy Muffins, like when they can go and do double touches pretty consistently, that blows our minds. Now think if somebody could do that every time, because if we think about it now, pro players don't miss aerials, at least they shouldn't. And back at the start of Rocket League, pro players missed aerials, like, and you'd be watching like two of the best teams in the game playing, and there would be people missing the ball in the air. It just happens because they weren't used to that yet. They hadn't practiced it enough. Nobody had put in thousands of hours practicing aerials. But nowadays, pros don't miss aerials because they put thousands of hours practicing that exact skill. So in the future, if you think double touch aerials where you know one player sets it to themselves off the backboard and then follows up, that's going to become a really consistent play as well. People will hit that every single time. Like right now, we see one of them and we're like, oh my goodness, what a play. In the future, it's going to be like, yeah, that's just standard. Everybody can do that. Like, that's usually how it goes with this kind of thing. And flicks and throws are nowhere near the skill ceiling as well. If you look at players like Fairy Peak recently, who can just accelerate the ball so quickly from almost stationary on top of his car, it really is impressive. But even he can't do it all the time. Like, he can... What? Oh, okay, Deevo with another mind game. Maestro's going to feel pretty silly after this one. I've got to criticize Deevo. He didn't make Maestro watch the last mind game. He's not making him watch this one either. I really think Deevo should leave that replay on. Let Maestro watch himself flopping, because it can really tilt people. There's a high percentage of tiltage going on there. Oh, Deevo trying to squeeze that in at the near post. He knew that Maestro was recovering pretty fast, but he might just have beat him. And gets the rebound. Yes, he does. Lands on it. Deevo nearly got bumped out the sky here, but he just stayed with it. Oh, he got tagged by Maestro. Really close for Maestro to just send Deevo flying into his own half there, which would have, of course, not resulted in a goal for Deevo. But didn't work. And there's the bump by Deevo. What a play. He just lets it roll straight in. So Deevo knows that it's on target, just takes Maestro out the game, lets the ball finish the work. What a goal. That's hilarious. Deevo just doing scrub kill as variation of the face-off to perfection right there. And more kickoffs by Deevo. Again, Maestro under pressure, but this time the crossbar gets used to save him. But Deevo back in control here. 2 goals to the good. He's doing some spin-a-roonies. Destroying Maestro. Come on, what you got? You need to come at me because I'm winning by 2. And Maestro does need to find a more reliable way to aggressively contest Deevo, because when he's turning to challenge, Deevo is beating him a lot of the time. Now Deevo going to the ground, tries to floor pinch it in. Maestro's already there though. Maestro going to go off the wall himself. He had a lot of options here. He could have just taken this in field, but instead he's gone off the wall and really not got a great shot out of that situation. Deevo in the counter attack will finish. If someone has 10,000 hours, that would be the same as playing for a year straight and 2 months. Well, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the 10,000 hour rule, but some people believe that you can't master something till you've done it for 10,000 hours. Like when you've played Rocket League for 10,000 hours, then maybe you become Cuxer. That might be what happens. But it will happen in the future. Somebody's going to play 10k hours and blow our minds. It's going to happen. The skill ceiling is miles away. Rick's 0400. Thanks for the 2 months, dude. Welcome back. Twitch Prime in it once again. Have Twitch made anything or have they created any function yet to allow people to notice when their Twitch Prime subs are running out? I don't think they have. I don't think they have. I wish there was a Twitch Prime auto resub. That'd be nice. That would be nice, because I remember last time I talked about this, I just suddenly got 5 Twitch Prime subs and people were like, oh yeah, I didn't even notice it was gone. So it'd be nice if it was a feature. Deevo trying to own goal on 0 seconds. He knew the game was already over. Deevo up by 1 now. He's on double match point. And he's won 2 games in a row, looking like he's in control of the series. The biggest difference is definitely face-off for game 2, or game 3 rather. Definitely the biggest difference was the face-off. Maestro needs to try and up his game in that regard. We're going to take a look at what he does. I mean, most people in this face-off do the exact same thing, just diagonal side flip to reach the ball as fast as possible. Maestro going to go for a front flip. Look like Deevo went for the diagonal side flip. Maestro got there first, but Deevo got a much more solid hit. Maestro nearly gets his save. But Deevo's there for the rebound anyway. If you're gonna just front flip into the ball like that, what Maestro did, you're kind of giving all of the you're giving all the control to the other player. Like Maestro being so dead on means that if Deevo can just get the ball to start moving to one side, he will be in control. Look at the control of Deevo. Never looks like he's gonna miss this. Perfect center ball to himself. The lightest of touches, and he even jumped off the wall before making contact with the ball just to keep it like close to the wall. Very impressive stuff. Deevo again with the first touch, continues to dominate on face-off. Top corner will get denied, and Maestro should have a counter-attack here. This is pretty much what I expected from these guys. Maestro being the defensive guy, and Deevo willing to take far more risks, just blasting a shot. He was pretty much all in on a top corner shot there. Any crossbar or post was a goal for Maestro, but Deevo just going for the top corner anyway. Both players securing boost. Deevo just closing the distance immediately, but gets demoed! He let go of his boost button for a split second. How's Maestro's control? Can he get it in time? Yes, he can. Deevo with a difficult challenge, and he couldn't get it. Hey, Rick, thanks for the bits, dude. And I've had a lot of people asking, what are the notifications for bits? Well, it's 100 to make the noise, 250 for text-to-speech, just to, because 250 bits is roughly the same as £3, which is what you need to get text-to-speech on a donation. I just thought I'd, you know, normalize that for fairness. Maestro shooting extremely low there. You see the contrast of styles. Deevo blasting the shot at the other end, pretty much into the crossbar, because he's looking for top corner or nothing. Maestro, on the other hand, a lot more reserved, just willing to, you know, miss a shot here or there and give away possession, but also not concede a goal. Maestro's still doing okay on boost here. I reckon about 30. Looks like he had, yeah, about 30 or 40 there. But that's going to be it. Deevo did steal every single boost pad, even the small ones. Don't forget to steal the small boost pads when you're just denying boost on one side of the field. Hey, IMTJ and a whole bunch of numbers, and Kitten Mobster. Thank you guys for the subs, much appreciated. Maestro beans the flick. He kind of had the ball rolling a little bit too fast to catch up with. And Deevo gets it past Maestro. Does a little bit of a Cucks impersonation, just makes it look like he's beamed it, and then takes it past his opponent anyway. But it looks like his recovery time was just too much. Maybe Deevo could have made it back if he didn't take that little turn to the right to grab the boost. It would have been close. Does cheering cost money? Yeah, cheering costs money. You need to, it's just another form of donating, but it's through Twitch rather than through PayPal. Like the OG way to donate, which pretty much every Twitch stream has had for the longest time, is with PayPal. But now Twitch have introduced cheering about in October, I think, and it's just their way to cheer. I'm probably, if I had to keep one and get rid of the other, I'd probably get rid of donating. But then I definitely have to keep donating because I want to, you know, keep show matches or money matches, crowdfunded money matches, I should say, a possibility, and they would not be possible without donations. But yeah, as far as giving money to me, cheering is definitely better because you guys get a fancy badge in the chat, which is pretty cool.
Here we have Maestro, a force to be reckoned with in recent
times as he lingers at the top of several leaderboards.
Sounds like Peter Batchelor. I sort of agree.
Do you like how I just know the intro? Oh, Maestro walks right into the demo. Huge misplay. Just gives Deevo the goal. Maestro needed to run up the wall here or get clean out the way on the infield because Deevo was coming for him. But yeah, the reason I know that intro word for word is because I've watched that intro about 20 times just to see the music kick in when Scrub Killer comes on screen. It's the coolest intro ever. Like the Scrub intro and the Cucks intro are just like, oh my word. And of course in the 12 Titans, Scrub was introed right after Maestro, and that was the opener for Maestro. I think it's like, will he take advantage of the free pass he has been given? It's difficult to say. As his opponent, blah blah blah. I don't know the Scrub Girl, but all I listen to is the music for that.
Cheer 300.
Hey, thanks for the cheers, dude. Mr. Racer Files, was you with the 3. I thought you said that you not much but you get to donate more than once. Yeah. Oh, right. I see. I misread your previous donation message. I thought your previous message said you were only going to donate once, then you donated again. I was like, dude, you beamed it. But I misread. Looks like we might have a tie game here. Can Maestro hold on? Can he hold Deevo's offense for 1 minute and 14 seconds? It looks like that's going to be a yes. Another open net counterattack. Maestro has drawn Deevo in. He's managed to get Deevo to misplay. Oh, you absolute troll. G2 Cuckster, seriously. What is this going to sound like? Is it going to be super delayed? I can see what it's going to be already.
Q R S T U V W W W W W W W W.
Yeah, we're skipping that. We're skipping that. We're skipping W's. W's are just a joke. I don't want to hear 50 W's. Deevo's done it again! Another bump play. This time in the air. Just launches it and then stays right underneath the ball. Beans Maestro right out of the challenge. Deevo's back within one. He does love his bump plays, and I love them as well. Deevo's bump plays are hilarious. And they're actually really effective. Like when he manages to pull them off. He picks his timing for it really well. Maestro missed on the half volley. Rushed his shot a little bit, and now it's given Deevo another free possession. As Deevo accelerates the ball. Very used to seeing this side flip shot. Won't be as fast as we expect. Maestro, good control. Manages to get 2 touches on the clear. Stays with it. Hey, TKD Trev 77. Thanks for the sub, dude. Much appreciated. Welcome to the channel, my man. Maestro, can he hold on? Can he make this a 5-game series? He's got to defend one more time. And oh, he's so close. Deevo, I thought he was going to go for the full-on mind game. He sort of went for a half-hearted mind game. But he's got an open net shot. Maestro has come off his line. Deevo, can he get the rebound? He controls it in. What a play. Maestro just gave too much space over his head. He stayed too close, and Deevo popped it. Maestro was really hoping that Deevo was going to go low there so he could just 50-50, but Deevo chips it. Catches it at the far post. Mind game face-off for Deevo, so risky. Or for Maestro, rather. And it might have just cost him the game, but no. Holy cow, Maestro. Putting all the eggs in the basket of the slow face-off. Of course, he has been losing the majority of the face-off, so he didn't want to take a face-off head on. He's given Deevo space, but Deevo missed a power shot. Who's going to get the boost? It's going to be Maestro, but the ball's coming center. Deevo backed off, though. Now Maestro. First attack. Beans Deevo! The immediate revenge. Oh my goodness. Maestro does one up on Deevo. He says, you're going to bump me out of the air? Well, I'm going to bump you as I pop it. GG, what a play. Maestro takes game 4.
Johnny, I'm trying to reach number 7 on top.
That's hilarious.
So far A, B, C, D, E, F. Just kidding. W, W. No kidding again. Clink, clink. Still joking. Mwah, mwah, love the streams.
This is a pretty drawn out joke, dude.
Banana, clink.
Rematch, says Maestro. This is the ace match, guys.
Clink.
This is the ace match. This is the best of 5. This is it. Unless these guys like demand more games after the fact, then this is the ace match. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Still joking. But yeah, Mr. Surprise. Appreciate the 3, dude. Deevo's gonna take blue team this time. Maestro. Oh, did Maestro get in the team first? Maestro might have just stolen Deevo's orange car. And Deevo double jumps by accident on the face-off. Immediately rattled by the car color seal. But has he just launched a long shot? Yes, he has. Maestro takes a boost, but Deevo takes a goal. Just look at the power that Deevo's able to get here. Not even waiting for the bounce, just blasts it. Good open net finish. Would I say Deevo is a favorite? Yeah, I'd say so. Mostly because Deevo is the player who's more experienced on my stream recently, and like playing on stream is different from playing just like in a private game off stream or playing in ranked. Maestro drawing a great save out of Deevo there. That was such a good save. Deevo keeping the ball completely beside the wall there. And this entire time, Deevo just refusing to give Maestro any angle to shoot in. Oh, but Maestro's going to come in and dunk on him anyway. Deevo thought this was perfectly safe to just wait for Maestro to back off, but Maestro just refused to do so. Just slots in the top corner. Barely. Vapor GB, thanks for the 420, dude. Has Deevo saved enough boost here? No, he has not. And he doesn't go for the boost steal. There have been times where Deevo's overcommitted there. Sorry, I've got hiccups. Oh my goodness. Why? I'm like having so many ailments today. But yeah, Deevo, he knows that he's overcommitted into Maestro's corner to grab boost a couple times this series. So this time he decides not to do that.
Donation. Credit to Oracle Mirror for the name Clink. 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 Clink.
The mind game donation. Thanks, Mr. Racer Files. Good play here by Maestro. We're going to look at this again. Because he manages to hit the ball center, land on the wall, recover, jump off again, and then dodge to finish. Really clean mechanics from Maestro there to recover. As he takes the lead, actually, in a very, very close series. Deevo playing much more defensively this time. He doesn't want to give Maestro free goals, but he's done the exact opposite. He's given Maestro another free goal. Look at this approach from Maestro. Is so consistent. He just like never overextends. Just waits for the misplay, and then takes the free goal.
Files, you're not funny in addition to being poor. Please stop donating.
Roasted. Oh no, Deevo! What is going on? This is the second time that he's been to face off in game 5. Accidental single jump this time. He didn't even dodge. Oh no, Deevo, what is going on? Pentagram, appreciate the 20 pounds. That's so kind of you, dude. And the absolute roast on poor Mr. Acer Files. Surely this is Maestro's game, as Deevo's looking so rattled. And Maestro looking solid as ever, just refusing to make any mistakes. Can he score? Oh my goodness, Maestro! What a finish! He just takes Deevo's boost. Deevo's on the wall here, but doesn't matter. Maestro's just going to stay with him and puts it in at the earliest possible moment. What a goal by Maestro. 5-1. Most one-sided game of the series, and it is the last game. Maestro will get a goal scored on him this time on the face-off, but still up by 3. I did say Deevo was a favourite here, but only if he can not
Are we
tilt.
going to have a donation war? This will only end badly for you.
I mean, not that I'm trying to encourage a donation war or anything. Like, why would I do that? But Pentagram did donate 20, then you donated 3. I mean, then you can't really say it's going to end badly for him if it starts off so one-sided in Pentagram's favor. Just saying. Not that I'm trying to start a donation war or anything. No, especially not when the money's going to me and not to the players. As if I would do that. Maestro sniping a well shot here.
Ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis.
Deevo didn't expect the well shot at all. He thought Maestro was going to fake it. Sell out. Thanks F3 Kronovi for the £3. Much appreciated. Deevo's still looking very much in trouble right now, as Maestro's approach has just been too solid, too consistent. And again, he's just going to wait for Deevo to be out the way and then score into the open net. This has been his entire playstyle, and it's what I predicted going into this. I said Deevo's going to take the risks, Maestro's going to take no risks, and although Maestro has taken a couple of risks and, you know, gone for a few tight angle shots that maybe were ill-advised, he's just stuck with his game plan. Just wait for Deevo to overcommit and then score into the open net, and he's playing this incredibly controlled style, even with a couple of flashy goals himself. But Deevo has beaten him on the wall again. Deevo's bump goals. Always.
I dislike your mind games, Johnny. Prize pool money.
Prize pool. All right, let's go to the winner from Mr. Racer Files. Appreciate it, dude. But Deevo's aggressive plays with the demos and the bumps have always been there for him. It seems like he can just pull them out the bag, winning or losing, doesn't matter. He's always got that in his arsenal. But Maestro with a kickoff goal this time. That's a surprise because Deevo's been the one who's been taking kickoff goals and also most of the kickoff possessions. And Maestro, good adaptation. He seems to be just getting round the ball a little bit more. There's nothing, he's not doing anything particularly fancy. He's just getting to the ball faster and getting a more goal side contact. Deevo in his favorite position, fast dribble down the line, but Maestro just hits the ball. Deevo going for the mind game, gets taken out the game.
Donkey balls.
Hey, welcome back, Greasy. 3 months. How's it going, man? Yo, Pentagram. Is this a prize pool? I mean, I will gladly.
Okay, top this, buddy.
I will gladly send this to the players. It's up to you guys. Just let me know who you're donating to. Are you donating to the winner or to me? And I'll I will honor that 100%. Right now, it looks like the winner is going to be Maestro because Deevo's 6 goals to score, less than 2 minutes to do it in, and against a very solid defense, just really doesn't look possible right now. Maestro able to eke out far too much consistency with possession, taking how many? He's taking 9 out of his 12 chances. That's a really good conversion rate. How do you guys have so much money to just donate? I never had this any time in my life. It doesn't make sense. It's almost as if people have real jobs and also still watch Twitch streams. And Maestro looking to close this game out just as his playstyle would suggest, refusing to make any misplays. He's going to make Deevo outplay. Deevo's going to carry Maestro into the corner, but Maestro stays with it anyway. The ball is refusing to leave this corner, and Maestro's refusing to get out of the way. You work 5 hours a week as a chef. This is your downtime? Dude, that's cool. You're a chef. That is a cool job. Chefs are always like respected people, respected humans, because people are just like, yeah, I like food, so I like the chef. And this is going to do it. Deevo does concede a 10th goal, and Maestro shows him how it's done. Deevo missed the open net turtle this series, but Maestro slow rolls it in. Ball carrying for long periods of time is becoming more popular among EU players on my stream. That's pretty much because Scrub said that it works against him. That's like the only reason that people do it. But also, ball carrying becomes more viable as people get better at controlling. The reason that ball carrying is risky, or was risky in the past, is there's a few reasons. Number one, it obscures your vision. But of course, as your game sense and your ability to use the look around with the camera, and also to dribble at advantageous angles so you can actually see past the ball at what your opponent is doing, as all those things improve, then ball carrying becomes more viable. Also, ball carrying, when players are dropping the ball and kind of losing control constantly, that's obviously not a good thing. But as players get better at controlling it and the ball's just literally glued to their car and they're driving around, nothing wrong with that. If you can just do that with perfect control, then of course that's more than viable. So ball carrying does get better, or it does become more valuable the higher the skill ceiling goes. Just like aerials, wall shots, anything that, you know, involves an element of risk becomes more valuable as the skill increases. But GG's, Maestro takes the series. The last game was extremely one-sided after it looked like the color snipe. Maestro taking the orange from Deevo just made the difference. And I gotta wait, Mr. Acer Files and Pentagram Jesus were both those donations for Maestro, because he did win. I'll gladly forward that on to him if that is the case. Tag me in the chat and I'll notice that. I'm looking at the chat right now. Sorry if you've already said, I just wasn't looking at the chat because I was in the middle of casting. Close series though, pretty much exactly what I expected. It was always going to be a matter of, like, will Deevo overextend too much? And will Maestro be able to defend against Deevo's very risky plays? And the answer was yes, Maestro can defend against the risky plays, and Deevo may be overextending a little bit too much. Wrong score? Oh, for goodness sake, sorry guys. I am so bad at production. There's a reason why I don't like adminning. It's because I don't even know how to put one number in the right location. Just typical Johnny. And I'm not muted, you beanbags. I'm still looking in chat. Did Mr. Acer Files or Pentagram reply? 20 is for prize, pull the rest of you. Okay, Mr. Acer Files got that. Where's Pentagram? Why is everybody saying muted? I'm not muted. I know I'm not. I'm looking out for Pentagram in the chat. Pentagram, identify yourself. Where are you? Pentagram.
500 at Johnny Boy _ I please give my donation to the real star of this stream, your nose. If that's not possible, I guess you can have it.
Is my nose really that big? I'm starting to get self-conscious. That's savage. Alright, so Mr. Isophiles, I'll make sure to pass on the 20 to Maestro. Let me just go message Maestro.